are there any specific tips that you would say that will help these businesses overcome those challenges apart from the ones that you've just said?
Yes, I mean, I'd reiterate that
Yeah.
advisor choice is important. Preparation is really important. So this is a campaign that you ought to be planning with a sort of 9 to 12 month timeline ahead
Yeah.
of actually going out there, because there's a lot of work to be done in terms of preparing the right kind of groundwork of the materials, of the advisor network, of making sure that, you know, your targeting is being done before you actually get out there on the ground. So I think it's something that you should take into account, that it's not going to be just at a click of a button or a flick or a switch. You've got to plan for it.
Yeah.
The other thing I would say is that, you know, there's this idea of, you know, over the last year there's been a lot of ability to access the US just remotely. But I still think it's really important that over time you get yourself out there, you meet face to face. I think people are now warming up to the fact that you know, they do want to meet management teams in person is really important. The final thing I would say is that there has been this growth in terms of the importance of sustainability and ESG when you're meeting the investors out there.
Because the perception, I suppose, is that that's not the case.
Yeah, I mean, the US corporates tend to be laggards compared to European corporates from an ESG positioning perspective, but it's increasingly important, and we've had, you know, feedback from investors and really started accelerating that they would go and meet people they've been meeting regularly, and all of a sudden, you know, at the very front of the agenda were questions around sustainability strategy. And I think as a European company or an Asian company, it's something that you need to think about, because you need to have those answers, because it's going to come up